Okay. This is a friggin' pain in the ass. So, I put this one in to see what would happen. Well, it's in there. Same thing. It's not holding. So, in other words, you light the pilot, but the pilot doesn't stay. So, my next game plan is instead of the whole assembly, because I still refuse, I have the box here with the new one. I'm gonna go make it a chance today to just go get a thermocouple. This one is, because everything else looks good on here. The other one is even better, the one that's in there, and just change the thermocouple itself, because they will make you buy this whole assembly, and that's how they do it. And I don't want the whole thing, I just want the couple. It looks like I can get it out of there. So, the other thing is, I finished. I want to make myself clear about what I did with the gas line. We're 1 inch here, and we're 1 inch where it comes through the wall. And I just explained this to the client. My intention was to make it easier, God forbid something happens in the future, and they need a new water heater. So what they did, I was wondering what that was moving around. Oh, it's the lint, dummy. So this is the second floor. They came through the wall at 1 inch. They stayed with 1 inch. This is the first floor. It's the line I'm working on. They came through, and right here they reduced it. So the intention was to make sure I'm 1 inch on that end to receive the pipe. And from here, in a straight run, there are no T's on this line. So I explained to the client that God forbid something was to happen and they got another heater, all we'd have to do is drag this line out, drag in a straight piece, and you wouldn't have to do fittings or anything like that. And that's the only way I could make it easier for future and still have service now. If I would have dragged the new 1 inch line now, it would be too expensive. So I was trying to set it up so that it's easier later. And the only way to do that was what I showed you before. I'm 1 inch here, and I'll make sure I'm 1 inch going over, and I'll make sure I'm 1 inch facing, well, no, I'll make sure it's the leg that's over there, here it is, will be 1 inch all the way over. So now you don't have to come over in this spaghetti anymore. And this is a newer heater, so it would be a while if anything was to happen. This one, like I said, is the older heater, but it is already set for 1 inch. So they could do the Navion here much easier. So anyway, so that's the deal. Playing with the water heater most of the day. So I'm going to actually take a run now and see if I could find this piece without buying the whole thing. This whole thing they call an assembly. And I have one here, but there's nothing wrong with the pilot tube. There's nothing wrong with the igniter. It's just the thermocouple. What usually happens on some of them, this is like welded in there, so you can't get it out. So I'm going to try to do that now and take that with me. And I also need some RTV that I could put it back together. I'm still convinced we could make this heater work with the stuff here. The thermocouple itself, way less expensive than this whole assembly. I think, I could be wrong. Last time I looked, I got one of these assemblies, it was almost $150. That was pre-COVID, so God knows what they cost now. The thermocouples themselves, they don't cost that much. So, all right, see you on the next one.